Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Pardon my hair, it's a very lazy Sunday today, so this is what it's giving. But I wanted to welcome any newcomers to my channel. If you're new here, please look around, see if you enjoy the content. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, even reach out and let me know if you'd like to see a certain type of video aimed at something specific that might pertain to an issue you deal with. I'm happy to get some ideas and form some content around some things that might help you all out. Today, our focus is going to be on poses that help relieve or just help with feeling better with whatever sciatic pain some might be dealing with. So we're going to be focused on back of the legs, outside of the hip, lower back, really just focused on specific areas to help find relief with any of those symptoms that you might be dealing with. Of course, I will always offer some modifications if something is tricky for you or if you should not be in certain positions. We can always find a way to pull back a little bit or find a version that works for you. I must also say, I am not a doctor, so if at any point you feel any sharp shooting pain, if you feel like your body is just not going to get into this pose today, by all means, step back, take a moment, maybe find child's pose, do whatever you need, and then join in the next pose. There is no stress, there's no pressure. Today, I do suggest that you grab some blocks and a yoga strap. If you don't have either, you can grab maybe some thick books that might be sturdy enough for you to use as a block. And also, you can grab any type of long belt you might have in your closet, or a towel, or any type of cloth that's long enough for you to grip on both ends of it. I'm not going to talk your ear off today. Let's hop onto our mats and get started. Welcome to the mat. Welcome to your practice. Go ahead by just starting to roll the shoulders back. Take your time. And then we're going to take 4 rolls of the shoulder forward, connecting to your inhale and your exhale. You see me just getting comfortable in my seated position. You can do the same. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, lengthening the spine, energy all the way up through the crown of the head. Taking some deep breaths before we carve out some time to work on ourselves today. We're going to start by taking the right foot across past that left knee, just to the side of it, using your left hand to grip the side of the knee, the outside of that leg, and twisting as far as you can. Remembering to keep the spine long. If you ever feel like you're short of breath or you can't really inhale and fully exhale, that's usually a sign that you're probably twisting a little too far. In the upper right hand corner, you see a modification. You can stay in a seated position while taking that left arm towards that right knee and finding your twist instead of crossing the leg over like we are holding right now. Or if you want to go a little deeper and you are a bit more flexible and want a deeper twist, you can take that elbow to the side of the knee instead of hugging the knee. Take that elbow to the outside of the knee and really use it as leverage to open up into your twist. Gently come out, release. And we're going to do the same exact thing, other side. Give yourself a moment, maybe shake it out a bit. And then go ahead and switch feet. And we're going to go to the other side. Same thing. You can use the modification. If you used one on the first side, you can do the same thing on the other side. Maybe this side is a bit easier or it's a bit tougher. We all have different bodies. So as we do all of these poses, remember you're getting information as well from your body. What areas tend to be tighter? What areas are a little bit more limber? What poses make you feel a certain type of way? Take in all the information, all the energy. You get to know a lot more about your body and your true self. Beautiful. Come out of that pose. Take your time coming to hands and knees. Few releases of cat-cow. So inhaling, looking towards the sky. Exhaling as you round that spine and push away from the mat. And then we're going to find our neutral spine here. Take that right knee behind that right wrist. Go ahead and push back as far as you need to. Getting into your pose, pigeon pose, swan pose, whatever you'd like to call it. Today I am going to use a block underneath my right hip. Going to come down to my elbows. You're more than welcome to use a block underneath the forehead. If you want some support there, you can just take a block and just rest your forehead on it. You see in the upper right, I have modifications. That's a seated swan. By just placing that figure 4 right foot on top of the left knee. You can do that with a block underneath that left foot or without it. That's a good version if you just want a little less intensity. And even if that's too much, you can also do recline swan. You see me in the upper right, figure 4 with that right foot on top of the left knee, on my back, hands clasped behind the leg. Find whatever version works best for you. Remember, we are focusing on areas where some might have sciatic pain or just a symptom that lingers that they need to work on. So, do not feel like you have to fight for a specific version of something. If this version of swan is a lot, try seated, try reclined. Beautiful. Start to walk your hands back up. Gently come out of the pose. Shake the foot out. Release the hips. Maybe you want a few circles. Maybe you want a downward facing dog here, or maybe just a simple stretch of that leg by stretching out. And then we're going to switch sides. Same thing on the other side. You see me again, grabbing my block, no shame in my game. First, finding a nice long position before you then go out and reach and let the body go. You just want to make sure that the hips are square first, your body's in the right position, you're not leaning too far right or too far left. Taking your hands to help you come out of the stretch. Bring the knees in front of you. Bring the feet nice and wide. I'd say wider than the mat. Give yourself some windshield wipers. Feels great on the hips. And then we're going to roll down onto our backs. Okay, friends, we're grabbing that block again. Lift the hips up into bridge. Slide that block underneath the sacrum. When you found it, go ahead and then let your bum rest on the block. You're fully supported here in supported bridge. You can stay here on the first level. Like you see me doing, you can move to the second level by just switching that block up, but it's still facing horizontally. And then you can even take it another level to vertical. Now, if you have the back flexibility and strength for this, sure, go for it. If you do not, or you have to struggle or fight to get into that position, take it down. Take it down a notch, come to second or first, and just hold here. Remember, you want to stay connected to the breath. Really great job. Lift the hips up, release the block. Slowly take your time coming back down, flat onto the mat. You're going to take your strap. We're going to start with our right foot. The strap is going to wrap around the ball of the foot or your arch, whatever you're more comfortable with, and we're going to straighten that leg, keeping that left leg bent for today. I have had moments where I do straighten that left leg, but just for what we're focusing on today, I want you to keep that left leg bent. Tension out of your shoulders. Yes, we're going to be using the arm a little bit, so you are triggering those muscles a bit because you are holding on to the strap in the foot. But if your shoulders are popping off of the mat or reaching up towards your ears, I want you to take a deep breath and just let them drop. Let the shoulders drop towards the mat as you hold this stretch. This is great for opening up the back of the leg, the hamstring. Some people might even feel it in the calf. This is definitely a pose where, as you are holding it for quite some time, you will notice that your leg is getting a little closer to you, and that's totally fine. The point here is not to force the leg towards you. Really nice one. Gently bend the knee. Release the strap from that foot. Maybe you want to shake it out, and then we're going to switch to the other foot, taking that strap underneath the foot, straightening that leg, finding a good grip. Stay connected to your breath. Maybe you want to close your eyes here. If you feel like you're tightening up the quad or you're turning on the glutes, I want you to be mindful of that. Try and quiet those and relax. Easier said than done. That's why I love you in yoga. Release, bending that knee, releasing the strap from the bottom of the foot. Place your yoga strap to the side. We're going to start both feet on the mat. Cross that right leg over the left. Lift the feet off the floor. And you can grasp your shins, the top of your feet, your ankles, wherever you are comfortable grabbing, go ahead. And think of pulling your legs closer to your stomach. Another good modification in case you need it for this pose, you can go back and use that strap you just put to the side. If you have a hard time grasping any part of the shin, the ankle, or the top of the foot, use your strap, wrap it around, and use that as your hands. You can get some great leverage as well. So good. Go ahead and start to release, come out of Gomukhasana. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side, taking that left foot on top of the right knee, bringing the knees towards the stomach, grabbing any area of the foot or the shin that feels comfortable for you, or once again, using your strap if you need your strap to be your hands to get a little comfort in the pose. Release, shake the legs out, and then take up some space. Our favorite pose, Savasana, at least it's my favorite pose. And just take this time to be still. You are welcome to take some extra time in Savasana if you'd like it. If you have to go about your day or your evening, start to find some gentle movement in the hands, the toes, the feet. Maybe you want to take a nice stretch. And then roll over to the side, making your way up to a comfortable seat just like we started in. We're going to just take a few breaths together. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, heart center. One more time, inhaling all of this beautiful energy that you've created and exhaling, sealing that. And the last one together, inhale everything positive. Exhale anything you no longer need. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find some type of relief in any particular area of the body that might have been giving you a little bit of trouble. Be well, and I'll see you on the next video.